Hi there, my name is Keith Wan, and I want to talk about forgiveness. In the Bible, Jesus, along with his disciple Peter, talked about this. One time Peter said, Jesus, what does it mean to forgive? Like just one time, right? How about just 7 times? And then don't do me wrong again, right? I don't have to keep forgiving him, right? Is 7 times good enough? And then Jesus answered, 7 times 77. That means there's no limit. There's no limit on forgiveness. It's given again and again and again. Sometimes me, being human, living in the world, I get mad at people. I get angry at them because they hurt me. They betrayed me. They said they were my friends and they did things to pull me down. And it just gets burning in my soul, deep down in my bones, which is just not healthy. There was this particular individual just did something that just devastated my life. I went to church. I talked to my pastor and said, hey, so this is what happened. And the pastor said, well, let's open up the Bible and see what it says. So the person can be forgiven. It doesn't mean what they did you accept. It doesn't mean their action was right. You forgive the person. Doesn't mean you forgive the action. So I prayed and I just released. I felt so much better. Can you imagine how Peter felt when Jesus looked at him and said, I'm going to die and you're going to deny me 3 times. Peter said, no, never, impossible. I would not do that. Well, later that night, when Jesus was grabbed by the guards and taken away, Peter was left standing there. And he spotted a campfire, and to keep warm, he walked over and sat down. One of the other guys said, hey, weren't you with that Jesus guy? And Peter said, no, that wasn't me. Then another guy said, hey, you look very familiar. Weren't you with that Jesus guy? And Peter said, no, that wasn't me, no. And then a guard came over and said, hey, you were there. I remember you. You got angry. You pulled out your sword and you cut the guard's ear. And Peter said, no, that wasn't me. 3 times Peter denied Jesus. Can you imagine how he felt? Thinking, Jesus will never forgive me. So Jesus died on the cross. And days later, Peter and the other disciples were on a boat, casting their net, trying to catch some fish. And somebody on the shore yelled out, cast your nets on the other side of the boat. So they did, and they caught a lot of fish. And they realized it was Jesus on the shore. Peter jumped out of the boat, ran along the shore, and went up to Jesus. And then Jesus said, do you love me? Yeah. Do you love me? Do you love me? Asked him 3 times. Can you imagine? Jesus was showing Peter forgiveness. Not 1 time, not 7 times. There was no limit on how many times Jesus would forgive him. So the anger that you're holding on to, pause, pray, and respond. Find someone to talk with. Don't hold on to that toxic energy, that anger against that person. You can't fight evil with evil. The only way you can beat evil is with good.